That brother is so powerful, so powerful. August Alexander, Black Wall Capital. Folks, this is out of protocol. This young man was supposed to be our keynote speaker. And he was out there serving and working instead of up here where we could see him. And he said, Vern, you know, my speech today is going to be on why we walk. Come and tell the people why we walk.
I appreciate you guys sticking around because it's kind of hard to follow a prayer like that. So I actually wrote, everybody's been saying that today. I wrote something, but I'm going to speak from the heart. No, I actually, I'm wrote something. But I'm actually going to share something. And if you were there at Civic Center, I issued a challenge, or back at City Park there, I issued a challenge, and I said, think about why we walk and what's the purpose. Why are you coming out here today to be a part of this? What does Dr. King's legacy actually mean to you? And I started with talking about August 26, 1963. And if you're not familiar with the date, that is the day of the March on Washington. But even more important, people don't know exactly what that walk was actually called. It was the March on Washington for Jobs and Social Equality. See, Martin Luther King was murdered 1 year after he started the Poor People's Campaign. See, Martin, he realized he'd been to the mountaintop. He had seen what needed to be seen from the social standpoint, from the equality standpoint of giving us that opportunity that we had gotten during the Emancipation Proclamation, which was actually 100 years exactly to the day of the March on Washington, that Abraham Lincoln had signed that proclamation that gave all the ability to vote, that gave actually all the ability to be equal. But we didn't realize that dream or that opportunity because through the voting rights that had happened between 1964 or 1963 and the Emancipation Proclamation, we had been pushed out of the opportunity to vote. That included women, minorities, etc. We weren't considered the same people, and so those rights were swindled away from us. And so that march was to give us the opportunity to have civil rights and civil equity. But more importantly, financial freedom. You see, all of us here, we have something in common. We all have the inalienable right to have the pursuit of happiness. But what does that really mean, the pursuit of happiness? How do we get that? How do we achieve that as a people? You have to understand that there is no freedom without financial freedom. There is no opportunity without financial opportunity. Right. And that's why it's so important. Yes, go out there and vote. Don't let them take your opportunity to vote. But also, do more in the social consciousness and the construct of your homes to teach your children the value of the money that you create. See, there's a language that we don't speak as a people that we should. When I say to you, I say, do you make money? You say, yeah, I go to work. I get paid, I do a job. Well, that's not the language of making money. See, they teach everything in school. They'll teach you how to read, write, arithmetic. They'll teach you all those things. But two big components that they do not teach you. One, self-care. We never get to talk about how to treat ourselves well, the education of ourselves. But they also never teach us the education of how to create wealth within ourselves, within our communities. See, gentrification can only happen if you